So we should understand that what are the basic mistakes people commit while during their preparation. Okay. And this analysis, trust me, from my experience of 5 years in the industry as a mentor, as an evaluator, plus I myself has been an aspirant, so I know both the sides. I have seen, I have given the examination also, I have committed the mistakes also. And on the other hand, I have evaluated the answer also. So I know that what examiner wants, what students are able to do, and what students commit the mistake. So these mistakes, like, it is gathered from our experience, our 10 plus experience in the preparation plus mentorship. So consider yourself very lucky that you already know what are the mistakes and you just don't have to commit those mistakes again. Right? So the biggest mistake that people do is they keep postponing their answer writing. Okay, they say that we'll start answer writing after prelims. And trust me, it's a recipe for disaster. Okay, because that is too late. After your prelims, you will be occupied so much in your revision process, in your optionals, because by December, January, everyone leaves their optional. So they have to revise their optional also. Nowadays, UPSC has reduced the timing between prelims and mains also. It's just 2.5 months. So in that period, you can just do your revisions and give some mock test in the full length form. But the real answer writing practice, you will have to start now. Otherwise, it will be too late for you. Then the other mistake that most of the aspirants do is that they think that they will keep reading more and more, and as they will gain knowledge, eventually they can write better. But that is not the case. Okay, reading is one thing and writing is another thing, and means require both of them. If we see the main stage, then it is 50% writing and then 50%, it is 50% reading and 50% writing. Okay. And if you are missing out on any of the aspect, you are doomed to fail. So make sure that whatever you are reading, you start practicing simultaneously. Do not wait for the right time to arrive that, okay, I'll prepare the content and then I'll write. That time will never come, trust me. Okay, as an aspirant, I also made this mistake, but I want you to learn from my mistake and implement this in your preparation strategy. Okay, so whatever you are reading, make it a habit to write simultaneously. Only then gradually you will learn that what is the requirement of the exam, how I can improve, where I am lacking, what points how I am thinking, how I am able to express the knowledge that I have gained. Then the third mistakes that most of us do is model answers are enough. We have a tendency to keep reading topper's copy, to keep reading model answers. We think that, okay, let me just read the question, let me just read the answer, and gradually I'll come to know that how to write an answer. But see, that practice will help you to just know how to structure the answer. You can learn how to structure the answer, what are the different dimensions that are covered in the answer. But unless and until you practice by your own, you don't know that in the given time period, how much I can write out of that content. Right? So reading model answers will only tell you that how to write, but they cannot make you practice writing. And you also need your personal feedback that what type of mistakes you are committing. Every aspirant has their own strength and weakness, right? So unless and until you will write, you will not get to know that what is my strength, what is my weakness. Maybe somebody's strength can be diagrams, can be flowcharts. Other aspirants' strength can be writing in bullet points. Okay. By writing, you will get to know that how many points you are able to think in time frame, how many dimensions you are able to think, how many examples you are able to recall, where you are able to make a flow chart, where you are able to make a diagram, whether your diagrams are readable or not, how much you need to practice diagrams. So all your strengths and weaknesses you will get to know once you start writing answers. Then this is like the common myth related to the first stage of writing. So first of all, we need to develop a mindset that Yes, we need to start answer writing simultaneously with our mains preparation. Whatever we are reading, we'll start writing that. Then the other mistakes will come, that initially you will think that you will start practicing without a timer. You will keep writing for 15 to 20 minutes. But that is also a blunder, because you have to train your mind to write in 7 to 8 minutes. UPSC pattern, all of you know that there are 10 marker question and there are 10 15 marker questions. So for a 10 marker question, on an average you have 7 minutes, and for a 15 marker answer you have like 11 minutes. So you need to think 150 words in 7 minutes and you need to think 250 words in 11 minutes. So whenever you start answer writing, start with a timer. It may happen that initially you are not able to fulfill the word limit, but gradually you will start writing more and more. So always practice with a timer, because we need not to build bad habits, right? We'll build good habits from starting only. Then the next mistake we all of tend to do is that we ignore the feedback. What happens is that initially, whenever we are starting writing answers, it will happen that our first 15 or 20 answers will not be up to the quality that is required in UPSC. And trust me, it happens with everyone. None of us is preparing from UPSC like from our school days, right? We have started after our graduation or during our graduation. So we don't know UPSC requirements. But first initial setback should not deter you from writing further. Okay, take the feedback, take it constructively, learn your mistakes and try to improve your mistakes. Okay, so always take feedback with a constructive mindset. Then the last mistake we usually do is that we keep rewriting our notes instead of answering questions. Our tendency is just to memorize the content. So what we do is that whatever we have learned, we try to write it completely. Okay. But writing your notes again and again will not help you. What will help you is that once you prepare your content once, and then just keep writing different types of questions for that content instead of just recalling your content. Okay. So I hope that all of you must have understood these mistakes, and I believe that you will not repeat these mistakes in your preparation. Take it as a very constructive guidance from here, that please make a note of these mistakes and do not repeat these mistakes. Okay. It will, trust me, if you take into account all these mistakes and just make a resolution not to repeat these mistakes, now it can save you an attempt. Okay. So why master